7 a.m. February 29th here at Summit Lake between Slocan Lake and Arrow Lakes, and we are scheduled to have major machinery show up to start working on cut blocks here up on these slopes. There is a blue listed species, which is the western toad, and there are some local citizens and societies that have stepped up and told the logging companies that they disagree with this logging permit.
I'm Craig Pettit, Director of the Valhalla Wilderness Society, and I'm here to observe and see what the company is planning on doing and to monitor their activities. Well, one of the things and the biggest thing is the western toad. And it's already recognized by the BC Conservation Data Center as blue listed, which puts it as endangered in BC. It's recognized that they've almost been wiped out of the US, and habitat destruction is the biggest thing. So the one thing that we do have control of is the slope, where they approximately 95% of their population spends their life cycle on this slope.
So they actually hop up into the forest.
Up into the forest.
And that's where they're trying to clear cut.
They've got 7 clear cuts totaling 50 hectares, which are small clear cuts, but just the same, they're big enough to be a problem to the toads.
It's a community that the council and I imagine, and the shareholders and the council of Napakas represent mainly business. That has been our conclusion, and not all its people. If you're elected to office, you represent all your people, not just some of your people.
I hope what they're going to do is they're going to look at how small the snowpack is up there, and they're going to bring their equipment out of there. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. If they do anything else, they're going against their own code. There has to be a snowpack of 4 feet. The ground has to be frozen. The ground isn't frozen anywhere up there. They shouldn't be up there.
So hearsay is that they need to have a certain amount of snow cover before they can actually start bringing vehicles up here. And that was the stipulation put in to protect the hibernating toads. It's only about a foot.
It's not froze.
This is the wonderful camp where we slept at -10 to 12 degrees at night. At least people brought us wood, brought us hot food.
So you've had support through the process?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And lots of people, the other part is that lots of people didn't show up, came by but said we can't be seen with you because we're going to lose our jobs. People who work for the village of Nakas, a lot of people that are working for the government fear the loss of their job. So they would show up, talk to us, agree with us.
Largest migration in the world, it shouldn't be messed with. There's a major lack of communication. They have their own mandate that they have to follow, handed down to them, that they aren't following. They aren't doing their job properly.
It's the arrogance of science, the arrogance of business, and science. It's a science that serves business, not the people, not the toads. At the end of the day, when one of the young biologists who was there, and where he just spoke from his heart, the others laughed and said, "Oh, he's an idealist," like it's a dirty word.
Well, the whole idea of logging on snow was that they didn't go through to the ground. And obviously we can see here with all the cracking, they're going through to the ground, so they're disturbing all the hibernating toad habitat. They're basically going contrary to what they promised the residents.
Yeah.
That's how deep the snow is.
Yeah, they're going right through the ground. Here we know, you can see here against the undisturbed, even here, we haven't got sufficient snowpack. There was only 30 centimeters of measured
Before the rain.
snow before. You can see all this ground isn't frozen.
And this is the habitat of the toads. This is where they're hibernating.
Well, it's supposedly where. We can't say for sure.
Because the science hasn't been done.
But we know the habitat is being seen all the way up in here. But you can see all through the ground that this machine is going to be affecting the ground. It's digging and breaking through.
Well, that's not even the digging. That's just the tracks.
Well, that's what I mean. The track is digging up.
Our pit was right here.
Yeah, one.
Where the shovel.
Yeah, and then one was right in the center where the center post was.
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the end for this little forest.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's done. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. If you look at how healthy all these trees are, these trees haven't any issues. There isn't any root rot in here. There isn't any problems. There's no root rot. There isn't any reason for these to come down.
It's a vibrant, young forest.
It's a very young forest. You give this forest 50 years and it's going to be huge, healthy trees.
So, although the science hasn't been done, the theory is that all throughout this forest is the hibernating habitat of the western toad. But greed has spoken, and corporate interest has pushed away environmental concern.